Boobity boop. Oh, I'm recording now, Raven. That means don't say anything racist. No, I'm kidding. We're not racist.
We aren't?
We're just a little confused. Well, welcome to The Beast Unleashed. This is like episode 15, 14, 13, 12. I think 13. I don't know. One of them. It's definitely an episode. So, yeah, as always, I am joined by people who are nuts. Mr. Free Hugs, Raven.
Yes, free hugs, Raven.
Raven, I sent you this thing. I don't know if you saw it. John Cena I think his account got hacked. I just have to assume it got hacked. So John Cena dropped a video for the past 2 days, has been posting some freaky fucking shit.
More fisting than you may be ready for.
Well, it all started out with it all started out with alert, new OF video dropped, more fisting than you may be ready for. Are you brave enough? Link in bio. And so I thought, okay, this is 2 days. 1 day ago, new OF video drop. Come and watch me celebrate teabagging Tuesday. Link in bio. Okay? So that was yesterday. So I was like, okay, so is he ever going to get his account back? 5 hours ago. This was 5 hours ago today. New OF video drop. There is only one place to see my first ever cream pie. Link in bio.
I mean, it's hard for them to get his account back because you can't really get in contact with people you can't see.
I love that. Actually. Dude, that's actually good, bro. Oh man, I'm getting ready, bro. I'm excited. Not for this OnlyFans thing. Don't worry, I'm not excited for that.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I'm next up. No, but I think we can just end this with I can click on the OnlyFans. I know I shouldn't, but I want to see who the actual person is. Ricky Stanky. I'll go to OnlyFans. I don't care if it steals my data or whatever. So, cancer survivor and method actor. Subscribe to get spicy pics and video. Cream pie skinnerd. Oh, so it's like a joke or something. I don't know. This is dumb though. What the F, John? Dude. No, that's how we're gonna end it. What the F, John? But no, it's kind of funny because I don't know how it takes somebody so long to get their account back unless it's like him in on it, on the troll.
That would be extremely hilarious if it was.
It would be, but also you got to remember, bro, like he's kind of like more, he's not just like an adult icon, Like he's got a lot of kids not kids, but younger people that look up to him and follow him. So I just think it'd be kind of crazy to post something like that on social media, bro. That's kind of nuts. What is Twitter's age limit still 13 or is it 16 or is it 18? What is it now?
Is what?
What's Twitter's age limit?
I think it's still 13.
That's crazy, bro. Dude, Raven, do you remember that shit with my account where I made my account like 5 years ago? Or no, sorry, it would have 5 years ago. Jesus Christ. I made my account 8 years ago. Yeah, wait. Oh my God, it was 8 years ago. Wow, I made my account 8 years ago. I made my Twitter account 8 years ago and they were like, and I tried to change my actual birthday last year to my actual birthday. And then Twitter, this was after it turned into X, Fucking Elon Musk, this motherfucker, bro. I think we talked about this on the podcast. They fucking banned me from my fucking Twitter account because they're like, oh, when you made this Twitter account, you were under the age of 13. So you are now banned off Twitter. And I was like, oh, I'm literally a 19-year-old adult. What the fuck is that? I'm over the legal age now. Wait, are you telling me that my account's going to get permabanned because I made my account before I was 13. That's crazy, actually.
Yeah, well, that sucks, bro.
But I got it back because after we called him out, Elon heard us and he was like, "Yeah, I know, I'm sorry." He issued a public apology on his Twitter to me at JJ Boycott.
What a humble man.
Yeah, and now he's schizo posting again. I swear to God, do you think he just like does this? Because like he'll like be fine and he won't do anything. He'll just be like, "Oh yeah, this," and all of a sudden he'll start posting these crazy things. Like every couple weeks he'll post like just go on like a little tirade of like crazy shit, and then he'll stop again, and then he'll go up again. It's like, do you think he's like getting high or something? And like, I don't know, dude.
It's bro's platform. He's just having fun.
Yeah, I guess, dude.
He literally bought it to just shit post.
Well, he could shit post before.
Well, not until he bought it. Okay, because some of his shit posting would have gotten him banned with the previous owners.
I mean, yeah, but then maybe if you think about it, if you're actively violating the community guidelines for some of the shit that he was posting, I feel like then maybe you shouldn't post it, you know? Like,
well, it's his platform now. So
I guess I was going to say it's his platform. He can do whatever he wants now, but I'm just saying like before, if you were ticked that you couldn't post it, like think about what you were trying to post. What were you going to try and post? Oh, I was going to post a video of somebody getting beheaded. Well, I don't know about all that.
I mean, they're already dead. What's the problem?
Dude, that is... I actually, dude, when I was younger, bro, I remember I got my friend to block me. He was like, "Bro, stop being a fucking schizophrenic, bro." This was like in 2020. He's like, "Stop being a fucking schizophrenic. You're so fucking gross." And I just sent him a video of like a what's it called? It was like a video of like this not ISIS. That's crazy. It was like some guy in India, and he was just like he's like taking a shit, and then like he flushes the toilet, and he pans the camera over, and there's just like a box of heads, like real heads cut off in like the side of his room. And my friend goes, "You're fucking gross," and he fucking blocked me. I thought it was funny.
So that's how the plumbing works,
dude. I don't know where that video is. I don't think I'm ever gonna find that video ever again. But it was crazy, bro, because it's just like a video of the dude, and he's like, "Da," and he's like says something, and he goes, "Ah," and then he just looks, and then he like flips the camera around and pans it over, and then there's just a box in the corner of the room, and there's just heads in it. And I'm like, what? This guy's a fucking psychopath, dude. Like, this guy's real life Pat Bateman, dude. This guy actively has heads just laying around his house.
I mean, what stays in India?
What stays in India happens in India. That's a great. You got it wrong, bro. You got it wrong, bro.
No, I wanted it to be reversed because, yeah.
I don't know, but okay. Oh yeah. So apparently EA canceled their first-person Star Wars shooter that Respawn was gonna make. I'm kind of ticked. It was gonna be a Mandalorian bounty hunter game.
Oh, come on. That sounds... Well, okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, if it's made by them, I'm a little suspicious.
But it's Respawn, though. Like, Respawn makes good shit. I swear to God, EA is the worst thing that could have happened to Respawn Entertainment. True.
Rest in peace, bros.
Yeah, so then apparently IGN asked them, they said, "Oh, so you're not making Star Wars FPS? Does that mean that Titanfall 3 is now in production?" They're like, "You wish." Maybe this means they're actually going to make Battlefront 3 now.
You hope.
I hope. Oh, dude, I fucking do hope.
You want a new hope?
Do I want a new hope? Yes. Dude, wait, what the... How do you put these films in order, bruh? That makes no sense, bruh. Oh, I see. Wait, no, I don't. I don't see this at all. Dude, yeah, that's facts, dude. But I am... Raven, okay, let's be honest, bro.
Okay.
What is the greatest TV show ever made? Ever? In your opinion?
In my opinion.
What is the greatest TV show from start to finish, ever produced, made, written, directed, shot, filmed, all the crazy shit.
House MD.
House? Really? Dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
Raven, didn't you get banned off Twitch because you fucking were watching house streams?
Yeah. But I'm back, and that channel is still playing for 4 months straight now.
How?
It's even got a subscribe button.
Dude, wait. Dude, oh my god, bro, this is okay. So apparently, okay, that had me scared, bro. I was ticked. I thought that was true. Okay, so I saw a thing that said I was just looking through trying to get through my notes, and as I clicked to the home screen, I saw the picture of Daisy Ridley, and I was like, oh god. And I clicked on it, and it says the new Daisy Ridley led Star Wars film will reportedly be titled Star Wars Episode X: A New Beginning. And I was like, okay, that can't be real. There's no way. And then apparently a journalist contacted Lucasfilms, and Lucasfilms commented and said that the film will not be titled Episode X: A New Beginning, but will be Star Wars Episode X. So it will be episodic, like the Skywalker saga. Now, the question is, does this deserve to continue off the Skywalker legacy? No, I don't think so. I don't think it should fall. I think first off, I don't think episodes 7, 8, and 9 should even be following off of it. I think they should just be called like Star Wars sequels. 1, 2, and 3. I don't know. But I don't think they should be called 7, 8, and 9. And I definitely don't think they should be called 10. We're so far removed from Anakin now, I feel like. Like we've now gone, what, 4 films without Anakin in them? If this was the case? By this? So, how can it be the fucking Skywalker saga? If fucking
Because
Luke's
the
dead.
Skywalker name continues with her.
Oh god, dude, that's stupid shit.
You can identify as anything, remember?
Not with fucking Daisy Ridley, you can't. Bro, I wish they would just not. I just wish they would. I wish they would try to start something new. I don't want to see this anymore. I've seen 6.5, 7 hours of Star Wars content in post fucking Death Star blow up, and I'm over it, to say the least.
Yeah, but this one's going to be a different type of Death Star. It's going to be like an entire ring around Saturn type of Death Star. You don't understand.
We're just slowly just gonna. How can you get bigger than a moon? Like, in a planet, bruh. Like, come on now. Like, dude, that was like, no, literally that pissed me off. Like, in episode 7, they're like, okay, how can we get bigger than a moon? Okay, a planet. Good. We'll make a planet that has a big laser beam in the middle of it. And it'll. I will say, though, that is a badass scene. That is the only part of episode 7 that I like. That is a.
It wasn't just one badass beam. It was 4.
That was true.
Because it did 4 planets at once.
What's that fucking what's that goddamn Star Killer base, bro? Dude, this shit was nuts, actually. I will say this. I think Star Killer base was a cool concept, but like the thing is episode 7 is just episode 4, right? Redone. So like the thing is like shit. Yeah. But the thing about it is like it's just episode 4 but redone, right? It's just like a different character, like put in a new cast of characters, right? So I just, and the problem is the Starkiller base is so powerful, right? Like Starkiller base is a planet, bruh. Like it's a whole fucking planet. Like the Death Star was like, okay, yeah, you know, it was a moon, right? Yeah, it's pretty big, but it's also like, you know, It's not the size of a fucking planet. This is a badass scene, though. This little ginger guy going crazy.
All remaining systems will bow to the First Order.
Bro, get your dick sucked or something, bro. Chill the fuck out. Why were they so angry, bro? I don't even understand. Why are people so angry in the Star Wars universe after the death of Palpatine, bro? Like,
because some people believed in the vision of the Imperials and Darth Vader.
no. Oh, we gotta hear this. Hold on, wait, no, we gotta hear this.
Yeah, see that right there? That right there.
This is a badass. This is badass. I will say, when I saw this in theaters, bro, I almost creamed, bro. We gotta hear this shit. That was fucking badass, bro.
Yeah, that's
It's fucking massive, dude. It's so, like, everybody right there would be disintegrated, by the way. There would not be a soul on that planet left after that. The sad music, too, was good. They actually got John Williams to come back for this, I'm pretty sure. For this one. He wouldn't come back for the other two, though. Like, Kylo, when he still had the mask on, bro, was good. Finn, the true star of the Star Wars episode fucking sequel trilogy. He should have been, bro. I was ticked.
And then it splits off into 5 different beams that just...
Raven, do you know what planet this is?
Nope.
Actually, I don't remember either. It's not Coruscant, though.
And it doesn't matter now because it's gone.
Yeah. Bro, who let them build this shit, bro? Like, surely you had to know, like, they were building this big-ass base, bro. Dude, it was a republic! The way he said that, I don't know why that was funny to me. It was a republic!
Oh, no. It's clearly somebody else. Like, who the hell do you
over.
think it is?
It's over. Dude. Nah, dude, the Imperials, bro. Also, hot take, I don't like the new Stormtroopers, dude. Like, the slick design. But see, now that, like, all that's done, bro, where are they gonna go with episode 10? Like, there is nothing, dude, it's like John Wick, bro. Like, who are you gonna kill, John? Who are you gonna kill? You done killed every single person that come across you. Like, who do you got left?
John Wick still got some peeps left. He got the other, 10, no, not 10, 7 seats
Bro,
of the High Order.
I was gonna say, bro has killed 5,000 people in the span of 4 films. Like, I'm pretty sure at this point the High Order is like, John, you win, bro. We're done. We're sorry. Like, bro, we'll give you a house and a new dog and a hot wife, bro. Like, we're done. We're sorry, bro. Like, when you done kill 5,000 people in 4 movies, bro.
We should actually do a kill count. Watch the movie.
Has nobody
1,
done
2,
a kill?
3.
You want to binge watch the John Wick movies and kill count? I have episode 4. I have chapter 4. I bought chapter 4, a digital, not a digital, a physical, steelbook. John Wick.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, I would love to kill count it. It would be tough, bro. It'd be more homework than it would be enjoying the film, bro. Cause he kills so many people, bro. Like, there is nobody left, John. It's over. You won. Especially since he's dead, too. Like, think about it. Bro kills like 4,000 people. He's dead. Then he comes back to life, dude. Nah, you win. I can't even kill you, bro. I can't even kill you. You killed 5,000 people. Then you got shot, and you then faked your own death, and you're alive again. No, I can't do it, bro. You win. It's over. I can't do it. Sorry. But, like, that's the problem with Star Wars, dude. Is it's like, okay, the Imperials are gone. The fucking Empire's gone. The First Order's gone. Because everybody's pretty much gone from the Force. Actually, everybody is gone from the First Order, because I remember they all got... I don't know if you remember the final scene, but because they brought the whole fucking First Order to that stupid goddamn planet, they're all done. When they became Sith troopers, the red ones, they're all gone. They're all dead. There's not a single First Order member left. They were all there. And that was confirmed, by the way. Every single First Order member is dead. From low rank fucking people who fucking janitors to Kylo Ren, bro.
You know what they should do for episode 10? They need to get rid of Rey. Everything. Like, just forget she happened. Don't even acknowledge her in like the opening scrolling text. Just start out the movie in like a very mysterious way where it's just like a bunch of people living their lives and somebody comes across a very old Sith temple and they're like, hey, look at these group of people. I thought this was a myth. And they know nothing of the Jedi. Okay, just a group of brand new, we're thousands of years later or hundreds of years later, they come across the Sith stuff, and one of them amongst them that's had powers like the Force but didn't know what it was, comes across the teachings and becomes a brand new Sith that creates a society of Sith that seems pretty peaceful and nice. And then the movie ends in the last 20 minutes with like a cliffhanger of like the new Jedi Order that Rey probably started making up like couple hundred years ago.
The Jedi are bad.
They pop in out of nowhere to be like, simply because you're a Sith, we're going to murder your entire village and make them look like the bad guys, and then leave it for like episode 11.
See, okay. Couple problems. Not plot holes. Actually, they are plot holes. It's just simple problems within the universe that are immediately going to get brought up, which is sad. Number one is the problem with the Sith temples, with these temples that the Sith have, is all of the Sith texts, like all the texts that the Sith had, are basically gone. And for the ones that aren't gone, can only be accessed because they're a specific type of so the Sith used to have kind of like magic in a way, because they basically are space wizards at the end of the day.
Yes.
So they're basically space wizards. So they have basically like spells, almost like things that are on them, which mean that if like a certain person doesn't open them, they like auto destruct. So like, for example, there's actually, I bet you didn't know this, maybe you do. They're underneath where the Jedi Temple was in the episodes 1 through 3. Underneath the actual temple, where the Jedi, where the Jedi are, is actually a very old Sith ruined temple. It was one of the Sith temples on Coruscant, and it was actually discovered about 1,000 years before Skywalker came around, so just a little bit before Yoda's time. And the problem was the Jedi tried to go through and go through and touch these holocrons and access. They either wanted to destroy them or they wanted to basically forbid people from ever using them. And they were basically like auto-destructing or killing the user who would touch it. So basically the Sith scrolls, basically like the holocrons, just became kind of like, we're just not gonna touch them. So it would have to be like a very specific scenario for that to happen. And B,
Okay.
there's not a lot of Sith temples left because the Jedi, funny enough, during the High Republic actually pillaged. I know you think the Jedi are the good people, but a lot of the times they're not. See, the Jedi never kill anybody out directly, but unless they're Sith. But the Jedi do a lot of the time. The Jedi do a lot of pillaging. Especially during the High Republic when everything's kind of Wild West style. So a lot of the Sith temples are raided, like destroyed. So there's not a lot left.
Okay. All right. So there has to be balance in the Force.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There always must be a good and an evil. That's what it means to have balance. Now, thanks to the things that happen in episode 9, there's no balance because now there's only Jedis.
Yes.
If the Force wants balance, the Force makes it happen. So the Force could use somebody and actually communicate with somebody directly to help guide them into being a Sith.
Well, here's why episode 10's a problem. The thing is, episode 6. Well, actually, here's why the whole trilogy is a problem. I'll give you right now why the sequel trilogy is a problem. So, when Anakin was supposed to bring balance to the Force, which he does in episode 6, when he kills. So here's the thing: is when he becomes Darth Vader, that's part of his his journey, right? The Force, see, everybody, all the Jedi were blind. And this is something that even Yoda was clouded. And Palpatine was right. Palpatine was right that Yoda was clouded, right? His mind was clouded. He couldn't see. All he could see was the light, right? And Anakin, when the Force was trying to show that Anakin had to go through this premonition of becoming light to dark, that transition from good to evil. The reason why he has to go through this transition is because the only way to bring balance to the Force is by being able to be on both, like be through both sides, right? You can't bring balance to the Force if you're on one side of the Force. And so Anakin goes through this, and he brings balance to the Force by destroying the Sith. Okay, he destroys the Sith by killing Palpatine. And then when he kills Palpatine, he automatically kills basically Darth Vader, who was technically the last remaining Sith, and he becomes Anakin Skywalker again. He brings balance to the Force because there is nothing left. There's no Jedi. I mean, Luke is a Jedi, but Luke doesn't really consider himself to be like a traditional Jedi, right? Luke is a very, up until before the sequel trilogy, Luke was a very, like, I want to help my father, and I just want to be a good guy, right? He had no plans of starting a temple or starting these Jedi sacred texts, all that stuff, right? He had no problem. He had no problems. He had nothing against that. He just didn't want to do it because to him, it kind of seemed like, and you can see this in episode 6 when he wears his black. If you notice, he wears black, and that's kind of show his dark side of it, because Luke is kind of like Anakin, that they're both kind of, good and bad. They're balanced. So Luke was also balanced in the Force. But the thing is by the sequel trilogy happening after the Sith are destroyed, you now are bringing back, basically, first off, you bring back Palpatine, which means that Anakin now, episodes 1 through 6, the bringing balance to the Force was worthless. Because think about it. Now that you bring back Palpatine, there is no bringing balance to the Force. Because Anakin didn't bring balance to the Force if Palpatine's still alive. He just died. So, and then Luke's dead. And Luke also becomes this, like, I'm going to train Jedi and stuff, which is sort of not really anything he would do, especially the way that it happens with, like, Kylo Ren. Like, that doesn't really, like, that doesn't fit his character at all. And we could talk about the problems with Luke's character in the sequel trilogy, but at the end of the day, episode 9 ends with this balance, but there is no balance because Rey is now the last remaining Jedi. But the problem with that is Rey, yeah, she tapped into her Palpatine side, but she never really goes through a dark side. You could argue, but not really. I mean, seeing a vision of yourself as like a Sith is not, I don't think counts as going through a dark side of the Force. Oh, no, I saw a bad version of myself. I'm not going to be like that. Okay, then. Wow. Now you just bring balance to the Force. I wish it was that easy. Anakin wouldn't have had to die if that was the case.
Well, clearly for Rey, it is that easy. Duh.
Because she's dope. She can shoot lightning from her fingertips. She can fucking...
By accident, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that is crazy. That scene is so crazy. I remember when I saw that scene in the theater, I looked at my friend Charlie and I was like, bro, I'm about to walk the fuck out. Like, actually, I was so ticked. Then when I didn't see Darth Jar Jar at the end, I was even more pissed. Maybe that's where it's going. Episode X is going to be Darth Jar Jar. If they do that shit, I will walk out of the theater. I will.
What?
If Darth
Jar Jar is amazing.
No, I'm not saying he isn't amazing. I'm saying if that's what they've come to for Episode X, I'm walking out of the theater, bro. You can't convince me that this is the only way that they can do this movie. Like, Darth Jar Jar should have happened fucking 7 movies ago.
Yeah, true. But
like,
what if they really want to finally do it justice now?
Yeah, well, they're not going to do it justice with a Rey film. So
that's true, because they'll just have Rey kill him in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, she's gonna see Luke's ghost, and then she's gonna see Anakin's ghost. Dude, I'm still pissed we never got so there were supposed to be 3 different directors for each episode of. I don't know if you've ever read the original script for episode 9 before fucking Fuckle Nuts Chonkler. I don't even know any slur to call him that would be non-weird. Who fucking what's his nuts that directed that movie?
Jar Jar Abrams?
Yeah, Jar Jar Abrams is crazy. J.J. Abrams, he wasn't supposed to direct episode 9. In fact, he didn't want to. and they were gonna have another director, and the original like script was actually good. Like it was actually crazy because there's a scene in the original script where Kylo is like Solo's going through his little thing, where he's like, I'm bad, no I'm good, no I'm bad, and like he gets ticked, right? And like it was gonna be like the the Jedi's weapon deserves a little more respect type of scene like that, but it was gonna be with Anakin. So he was gonna get pissed and he was gonna lose his mind, and then like as he was about to like be like evil, he sees Anakin's ghost on Coruscant, and like Hayden Christensen was gonna be in it. It was gonna be great, and then they just said, no, you know what? We don't like you. Your script sucks. It was also gonna have a big battle on Coruscant too, because Coruscant now, you know how like in the episodes 1 through 3, it's like this really rich and high class. I mean, not really. Like Coruscant's just massive. So you have all types of classes. Like you have the good to the bad, everywhere around Coruscant. Well, Coruscant has now become like a trash dump. Like, like the bottom of like episode 2, like, when they go really deep into Coruscant. Yeah. It's all become like that in episode 9. And I thought that would have been a really cool concept to see like these old like Jedi like apartments and stuff like that, like these mansions and stuff trashed and like ruined, and like this city is in crumbles, and like what is now like, is now destroyed. I thought that would have been cool, and it would have been a massive battle with Rey versus Kylo at one of the old Jedi temples too, with like the Jedi, the knights and stuff like that, like the Templars, like the ones with the yellow lightsabers and shit. So it would have been cool, but they scrapped it because it sucks. It doesn't follow anything. It makes no sense.
That kind of actually made the most sense because Anakin's still bringing balance to the Force.
The Force, yes, because he's helping Kylo, and by helping Kylo,
Kylo's literally trying to finish Anakin's work as Darth Vader. It would make sense the person to change Kylo would be Anakin himself, the grandfather he admires.
Yeah, and don't give me that bullshit. I remember they gave that bullshit answer. We couldn't get Hayden Christensen to get into the film. That's why we didn't do it. Motherfucker, then 3 years later, you get him for fucking Obi-Wan. Then you get him for fucking Ahsoka. Motherfucker, in 3 years, he didn't just immediately, you know what? I don't want to be in this massive film that would bring me back into the light, but I want to be in this TV show. No.
Yeah.
Fucking so dumb. I'm not going to be in a blockbuster film, but I'll be in that TV show. Yeah. No. I guarantee Hayden Christensen wanted to be in that film, and he would have loved to reprise his role as Anakin Skywalker, because you got to remember, Anakin's now balanced in the Force too. Like, he's a Force ghost. So he would have came back, dude, and it would have been good. And I do like, the thing is, the Force ghost plays such a prevalent role in those films too. In episodes 7 through 9, just so weird, like the ghosts. Like, first off, I don't understand how the ghosts work, because episodes 7 through 9 absolutely ruined it. Because, so back in the day, before, George Lucas wanted to get a younger actor to show up for the Force Ghost of Obi-Wan, but he knew that the audiences were not going to understand it, So, when Anakin comes back, you know how it used to be like the original actor of Anakin, and then they replaced it with Hayden Christensen, younger. So they actually, if you go watch the Disney cut, I think they actually do that with Obi-Wan too. They bring in Ewan McGregor. So it's Ewan and Yoda, and then it's Hayden. And so all the Force ghosts should be young, okay? Other than Yoda, because Yoda's just always old. So that's just how it rolls, But Yoda is the only one that's kind of older, right? So all the Force ghosts are making them younger. Like they're becoming younger with their Force ghosts, okay? So then in episodes 8, we see Yoda, and he's a puppet for some reason, which is weird. I don't know why they decided to bring him back as a puppet. I thought that was stupid. And he comes back as old Yoda. But then episode 9, who do we see as a Force ghost? Luke, right? And with Luke, he's fucking old. Like he's like old. So I don't understand how a Force ghost works. Does it make you younger or does it not? See, that's the problem that the sequel trilogy brings up. Because George Lucas originally wanted it like, it's going to bring you back to your best possible version of yourself. So like...
What I understood with episode... with episode 9, it was weird to see him...
old.
Not be... not be young. Yeah, that was kind of stupid.
even if it goes by hypothetically not by age and by when you were the closest you were to being the best, like, Force user, which, by the way, would also have been when he helped his father defeat fucking Palpatine. So it would have been when he was young. Because he was a douchebag his whole, like, end of his life. Other than, you could argue stopping Kylo Ren by using a Force fucking vision is good, but I don't think that's, by the way, his death was stupid too, but whatever. It's just.
It was. The dude must have had good cell service with the Force to.
Yeah, no fucking
cast
kidding,
it that
dude.
Far.
Oh my god, that's some dude. Like, even like I remember, what's his fucking nuts? Okay, the Star Wars film, I think his name's Star Wars Film Theory or Star Wars Theory. He does like a TV or show, not a TV show, but he does a show where he talks about like what I really love his series, and I want to do this with movies. One of these days, when I have free time, I want to do this with, like, they're called What Would Happens, and it's basically like Star Wars What Would Happens, right? So what would happen if, like, Anakin didn't join Palpatine, and they decided that, or what if Mace Windu didn't go for the kill and decided to go, you know what, you're right, Anakin, let's try him. What would happen to Palpatine? Stuff like that, which is awesome because I love that shit. I eat that shit for lunch. Okay, so that's how he got really popular, was his theories, right? His most popular one is, what if Qui-Gon Jinn actually trained Anakin? Which, by the way, would have been awesome. But so I remember when episode 9 came out, after it was like the honeymoon phase, we were all like, wow, visuals were really good. Rey definitely got a better character arc because she, even though it kind of sucked, she definitely, they actually put more work into her actually fighting, and she did train a little bit for episode 9. So I will say that it was better than fucking flinging around the lightsaber. And then, like, he now is like a big guy that's against, because he built up his audience on, like, these Disney fans. But he's now really against the Disney Star Wars films, and in fact is against a lot of the shows too. So he has so many people in his comments that are so mean, like, this guy doesn't know anything about Star Wars. He's so fucking stupid. All he cares about is this George Lucas, and George Lucas is a pedophile. And it's like, what the? I don't even, dude. Those people are so, and it's like. And his thing was like, I don't like the new series because it just completely, like, botches everything about, like, what made Star Wars good for me when I was younger. And then everybody was like, well, then don't watch Star Wars. It's like, no. I want Star Wars, but I want it to be done right. And I'm not saying Disney can't make good Star Wars stuff, because Disney can. They've proven they can make good Star Wars stuff. They just choose to make garbage.
Exactly. They choose to make garbage.
I mean, that is like the definition of, like, Disney in 2024. 2023, 2024 Disney, bro. They have the ability to make great stuff. They just choose to make stupid shit. Like episode 10. How about you give us a High Republic trilogy first? Then we'll talk about an episode 10. Like, episode 9 just came out 5 fucking years ago, bro. So if episode 10's already in the works, how the fuck does that work? I mean, think about the time gaps between the trilogy series, right? Like think about it. The prequels in the original trilogy is like, what, 20 years? And then it's another like 15 years. 10 year, it's 10 years in between episodes 7 and 3 technically. I feel like we just haven't had enough time even to think about doing this if it was needed. Which I still don't think it's needed, but.
Dude, they're so desperate. I think they need to quit, and I think they just need to focus on making another wonderful animated film like Moana. Not a sequel to Moana, but like
true.
on the levels.
When
on
they
the
made
levels
Moana,
of like.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, Moana and Frozen were like the last 2 good movies that Disney came out with.
Well, hey, come on now. I mean, Moana came out, what, 2016?
Exactly. That
Disney,
was the last.
but Disney, I feel like, well, Rogue One also came out, I think, technically after Moana. But I think also the thing about Disney is Disney's quality control is so odd because Disney owns a bunch of companies. Disney is just really vocal about the companies they own. So Disney acts like they have such a high position of power in Lucasfilms when in reality they probably don't. But Disney's so like arrogant to be like, yep, this is us. This is Disney, not Lucasfilms. But in reality, it's kind of like DC and Warner Brothers, right? Like, it would be if like Warner Brothers would go on every single DC film, and instead of it being called a DC film, being called a Warner Brothers film. Like, no DC. It's not DC. Oh yeah, the DC logo's there, but this is a Warner Brothers film. This is the Warner Brothers universe. Right? So,
Yeah.
it's kind of the same thing, because Lucasfilms is its own thing. I mean, yeah, they kind of have to get a lot of permission from Disney for stuff, because Disney can't just like produce their own, won't let them produce a lot of their own stuff. But the thing is, when it comes down to it, Kathleen Kennedy has the final say about everything that Lucasfilms produces and makes. So if Kathleen Kennedy was not the problem, she would advocate for better stuff. She would go to Disney and say, no, we want to make a Star Wars horror film because we think it's going to be best, because this is what the fans want. She wouldn't just be like, oh, Disney, that's what you want? Okay, thank you. Whatever. Speaking of cool, awesome sci-fi, I'm going to see Dune 2 tomorrow. I'm driving 2 hours
Nice.
to go see it. I'm really excited. I'm going to watch Dune tonight, actually. I got a big test tomorrow, and then when I'm done with my test, excuse me, when I'm done with my test tomorrow, I'm going to book it over to the theater. Actually, I don't need to book it. It's at the I'm going, dude. I'm gonna be back so fucking late, bro. I low-key might skip class on Friday. I'm not even kidding. This is coming out on Friday, so I technically have already seen Dune. But the thing is, I'm going to see Dune at 10 o'clock at night in Little Rock. In Little Rock is like 2.5, or no, not 2.5, 2 hours away. Okay, and usually the thing about IMAX is they don't. It's really tentative, like 10 o'clock, you know, which really means like 10:30, and then the movie's 3 hours long. So then I gotta go watch this film for 3 hours, you know, and then I gotta drive 2 hours back from the theater back home on windy, shitty roads, in the middle of the night, and then I gotta go to bed. So it's gonna realistically be probably like fucking 4 in the morning, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning when I actually go to bed, bro.
Ah, that's plenty of sleep.
Yeah, except I got class at like 8 in the morning. So, you know that scene
Dang.
of the Cleveland show? I don't remember much from that show other than that Kanye was in it and he like they helped Kanye get back. But the thing that I thought was interesting was there's this not thing I saw was interesting. There's a clip that makes me like laugh like a lot. And it's like Cleveland looking at his clock like he gets back home from I don't know what he was doing. He like puts his head on the pillow, looks at the clock and it says 6:35. He goes, "All right, if I shut my eyes right now, I get 25 minutes of sleep." And he like tries to sleep for like 5 seconds and goes, "This ain't gonna work." Oh, that show is something else. There's also a scene where, God, that show was kind of funny, realistically. I mean, it kind of sucked, but it was also kind of funny, man. Seth MacFarlane needs to do a lot of other stuff than Family Guy.
Yeah.
Ted. Dude, Ted is like the perfect example. Have you watched the Ted show?
No, not yet.
Dude, you need to fucking watch that, Raven. You need to get on that, bro. That show is so fucking hilarious, bro. Dude, for comedy TV show of the year, bro, it should have won. Actually, I think it technically released this year in 2024, so I don't think it counts. Count next year, though. Or in this upcoming Oscars. Emmys. It was fucking hilarious, though.
I'll get around to it.
Oh, man. Dude. You're like my dad, bro. Oh, we'll see. We'll think about it. Like the parent.
I'm trying to get myself through Avatar.
I can't, dude. Also, anime, dude, I don't like how they do that. Like, anime does not function well as 8 episodes. Like, there's a reason why anime is the way it is, dude. Also, there's also a reason why it's animated, too.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a live-action TV show or like a movie of this, like, 10 years ago? I swear.
There was, yes. It was in 2010 by M. Night Shyamalan, whatever.
No way. He actually did this?
Yes, and it was the worst and most terrible movie you will ever ever have. Like that's how I know this show can't be as bad as the movie, but like it's still gonna have its problems. But that movie, the firebenders can't bend fire without having a fire source next to them. The entire movie goes from literally episode 1 of the show to like the very last episode and the span of an hour.
Dude, this is definitely not M. Night's best work, bro.
They ruin Uncle Iroh. Aang isn't even called Aang. He's called Ung.
Oh.
The only thing that was cool, and the only thing I will ever give that movie props for were 1, the effects kind of looked okay, and 2, I did like the tattoos that they had on Aang. They weren't just like solid arrow. It was like actual very intricate looking designs within the blue tattoo arrow where I was like, hey, that's actually pretty cool. And that's the only credit that it gets because the rest of it's crap.
Oh my God. $150 million budget and it got 5% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. The movie's so bad you'd rather go watch 50 Shades of Grey.
Dude, hey, 50 Shades of Grey wasn't that bad, bro.
You'd rather go watch Twilight.
Twilight was terrible. Dude, no. Dude, okay. People, bro. Oh, dude, Lisa Frankenstein. Wait, people actually kind of like this, I heard. So, dude, the thing about Twilight is, dude, reverse the situation, bro. Dude, and fucking in male audiences would freak. Like, think about it. Think about if it was like a nerdy high school boy and there was a werewolf chick and a vampire chick trying to get with him. Bro, it would be like critically acclaimed fucking $5 trillion, dude, in the box office.
Dude, I would have still failed because it would have still had the same people behind it.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Even if they made Sparkly Boy the actual, like, you know, as you just said, Robert Pattinson, if they would have made him the one that 2 girls were like all over, it still would have been terrible. Because
no, I mean, like, if you redo it in today's time, bro. Like, if you redid
today's time,
if you redid it like that, bro,
dude, it'd be too annoying.
Yeah, but dude, think about it, bro. People would go fucking berserk for a gender swap Twilight. Dude, think about that. Like, so many guys, bro, like, would go berserk for a fucking vampire woman and a werewolf fighting over a nerdy guy. Like, that is like, dude, because think about it. Well, that's like the point of Twilight. Like, that's what I'm getting at. Like, Twilight itself, like, people say, oh, that's cringy, that's stupid. But dude, if you reverse the roles, bro, guys would fucking drool. Yeah, it's a chick flick, but it's also like, it's not a cringy chick flick. It's just a chick flick. I don't think Twilight's cringy because, like, the only way something can be considered cringy, I feel like, is if it's cringy all around the board. Like, even if I gender swapped the people and it was still like, okay, that's gay, I would be like, yeah. But, like, dude.
If you gender swapped it with the exact same people who did the script writing, it's still going to be cringe.
Maybe. But, you know, who knows? But yeah, I'm going to see Dune 2. I'm excited. I'm very excited. And it's going to be nuts. Apparently, this was like one of the highest rated films ever. Especially for, I still think his name is Denis Villeneuve. Okay. Anyways, he directed a bunch of good shit. So, bro, wait, Pacific Rim? What? Oh, I thought this was actually Pacific Rim. I was like, whoa, nah, dude, Pacific Rim's got to be higher than that. Wait, there was a sequel to Pacific Rim? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. It had John Boyega in it, but it really wasn't that good. Like, it was all right.
Wait, people don't even like. Do people not like the original either? Jeez.
No, they do. People like the original.
Oh, I guess there's just like 100,000 ratings, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, the people who didn't like the first Pacific Rim didn't understand that Guillermo del Toro was copying the style of what animes do, which is why it had like weird moments in it. Whereas the second Pacific Rim movie was just straight up, nah, screw all the nuance of like how important it is to have physics with big robots and monsters, and they basically just turned it into the next Transformers.
Yeah, which is not the point. It was more meant to be Gundam, if I had to guess, but yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
that type of thing.
but yeah. So dang, yeah, we're at 49 minutes, 50 minutes now. Okay, I guess we'll call it. Thank you guys for watching the Beast Unleashed. As always, it is a pleasure to have you sit through with us and talk about all these amazing, stupid shit. 20 minutes of Star Wars was absolutely absurd, but you know, who gives a fuck? Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next week, I guess. Yeah, next week. Bye.